What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackowitz. This is the Kaged Review, and I have been gone for about a week. I haven't been able to record for WWE. I went on a vacation to South Carolina, North Carolina. I'd never seen Charlotte before, so Nicole went to go see her family. We went up there together. She'd give me the grand tour. Pretty cool. But that means I missed out on doing some reviews. So catching up, this is SmackDown for 8/20/19. And it starts out with Kofi Kingston in the ring, Randy Orton on the Titantron. They're doing a little jaw jacking back and forth, basic stuff. You know, Randy Orton went too far. Randy Orton comes down to the ring, gets troubled in paradise. The Revival come down. Kofi Kingston has a chair in hand. He wears out all three guys. And so he's standing tall at the end of the segment. And it was fine. They did some pretty good promo work back and forth. I really do like Randy Orton as a heel. He comes across as genuinely kind of sadistic. Kofi Kingston, he's good. I don't mind his promos at all. I actually think he's gotten a lot better at promos. So it was a fine opening. And then you have Kevin Owens backstage talking to Shane McMahon and saying, $100,000 is a really big fine from the fine he got last week. I have family, family man to family man. Trying to get Shane McMahon to take away the big fine. After that, Andrade with Zelina versus Apollo Crews, King of the Ring match. And really good match, high octane, very fast paced, a lot of good changes. And looked like either guy could have won at any moment. At the end of the day, Zelina Vega tries to get involved, and Andrade capitalizes, gets the win. So Andrade moves on. Really good match, I thought. Backstage, Daniel Bryan, Rowan, and they bring in a mystery guy to their locker room. Some guy all covered in a hood. Then you get Elias. He's walking down the hallway in the back. Comes across this guy, unzips his shirt, turns out to be a referee. He's like, where is he? Referee points to a trunk. Elias opens it. It's Drake Maverick. And they say that Drake Maverick can't do anything because Elias has got immunity on the 24/7 title for some reason again. I don't understand the whole concept of if you're going to have a 24/7 title, it's supposed to be 24/7. And you keep suspending the rule. It doesn't make sense. So, I don't know. Whatever. A moment of bliss then. Of course, you have Alexa Bliss with Nikki Cross. And Charlotte requested the time there to talk about all the stuff she's done and how Bayley sucks as a champion, basically. Bayley comes out, Flair challenges her, Bayley accepts, and then pushes Charlotte Flair over. They've had Bayley built up pretty good as the women's champion on SmackDown. I think that they've really, made her look beast a couple of times. So we'll see how this goes. This will be interesting. Then you got Roman Reigns and Buddy Murphy backstage. Buddy Murphy said Rowan is the one who tried to hurt Roman Reigns. Then he said he lied to Daniel Bryan when he was pinned up against the wall with Rowan. And so Roman's asking him what's going on. He basically says he thinks it's Rowan. After that, you have Daniel Bryan who cuts a promo. He's got Rowan by his side. He's calling Buddy Murphy a liar. And so their match starts off pretty damn good too. Right off the bat, Buddy Murphy hits him with what would be like a V-trigger. And match is really good since that point, honestly. I think that they really made Buddy Murphy look good, just like they did with Roman Reigns. The difference in this match is Daniel Bryan let him go over, which is probably what Roman Reigns should have done, honestly. That would have made Buddy Murphy look really strong. But Buddy Murphy goes over Daniel Bryan clean, had a good start, had a good match, and goes clean over. And that's, hey, what more can you ask? After that, they go to interview Buddy Murphy backstage. He gets jumped by Daniel Bryan and Rowan, who were still calling him a liar. Then you get the Revival versus Heavy Machinery. I was not big on this match because I don't like Heavy Machinery. I don't like the shtick. I think it's dumb. And thankfully the Revival won. I don't know what else to say. Backstage, they're interviewing Chad Gable after that. And kind of a funny segment where they're interviewing Chad Gable and he's talking about how everybody makes fun of him because he's small, and then you see Shelton Benjamin behind him open his locker room door and puts a sign up, and when the interview's over, Chad Gable turns around and it says you have to be this tall to enter the King of the Ring tournament, something like that, and the line's above Chad Gable's head, so it was kind of funny. I liked it. Then you get Miz TV. Sami Zayn asked for the time on Miz TV. Apparently people are asking for a lot of time on talk shows today. Miz is kind of slamming him for not winning anything. Sami says you're right. And apparently now he's a spokesperson for Shinsuke Nakamura. So Shinsuke Nakamura comes out. Miz questions why he would want Sami Zayn as a spokespiece. Shinsuke attacks, does a couple of Kinshastas. There you go. Backstage, Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens bit. Same old Shane McMahon shit. It's just so overly done, man. I cannot stress enough how over the Shane McMahon character I am. And it's not just the Shane McMahon character, it's this type of character in general. One thing about wrestling and wrestling storylines is they're very repetitive and they do the same type of shit over and over and over. Different people, but the exact same thing. And I think that's kind of what Shane McMahon is the victim of here. It's just done to death. So Shane McMahon's going to be the ref. Elias versus Kevin Owens is next. Shane McMahon is the ref. He screws Kevin Owens. Real fast count. Elias moves on in the King of the Ring tournament. I guess they're going somewhere with this, and I don't care. Backstage, you get Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, Rowan, and they unveil the guy that they said perpetrated the attacks on Roman Reigns, and it's this really big dude that looks pretty much like Rowan. Looks very similar. And so that's where they leave off. This guy who looks just like Rowan, and that's it. They leave off right there. Really good show overall. There was a couple of things I didn't like about it, namely the Shane McMahon Kevin Owens shit. I really like Kevin Owens. He can sell just about anything he's given, but the Shane McMahon character is just dull. I think the Elias character is kind of getting dull. I'm just not excited about it. There's nothing about this that I want to see. And like I said, it's really the victim of it just been done to death. So overall, though, it was a good opening. Had a couple of really good matches in there. The Revival Heavy Machinery I didn't care about, though. So not a great show, but definitely a really good show, I think. So I'm give it a 6.5. 6.5 out of 10, I think, is fair. I feel like it's got some work to do. And unfortunately, there was a hint toward the end there of like what they were doing a couple of months ago. And that's unfortunate. So hopefully that trend doesn't follow. But that's my review. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz. Kaged Nation, out.